Welcome everybody to another episode of Scaranoia. It is I, Hugz, and I am alongside Chris, who's just he's just Chris,
He's a liar.
and the Jared Holmes himself. And today I'm very excited. We got one of the things I wanted to talk about for so long, so it is guaranteed to be yet another banger episode. We are talking about MK Ultra. We're getting back to conspiracy theories. We're getting back
There's
to
a
the
great
stuff
TNA
that I
Tag Team
love.
Champion. I really love their run.
I don't even know what that means. I'm not sure what those words that you're saying
Yeah,
are.
they had a
What do you-
great Knockouts Tag Team title run. Marsha Slamovich and Killer Kelly. You talking about MK Ultra TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champs?
I'm absolutely not talking about that. We are talking about the CIA government project from like the 50s. Well, is it from the 50s? We're going to get into that too. Okay, because I want to know. Maybe it started in the 50s. But basically, there's a lot of things that have come out of this, and we'll get this as it goes. But one of the things that drew my attention to it was Stranger Things. People said that there's a connection, to Stranger Things from MK Ultra because it's a similar thing. So basically, the TLDR of MK Ultra is the government, the CIA, drugged people and tried to do like mind control. Okay, not just mind control. It was like the wildness of how they did this.
Yeah.
They would like just spike people with LSD and try to erase their
In their
memories.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, but the craziest thing about it too is all of these series that come out of it as to why they wanted to do this and the reasoning for it. We'll get into a bunch of these as we go, but I just have to start off with this. Chuck feeds Harry Potter raw eggshells. I just activated a sleeper cell somewhere. Someone just got activated. Comment in the comment section if you just got activated.
Would
If
they
you're
know
not
they just
off
got activated,
assassinating
though?
someone. Yeah, it's like if you didn't immediately go assassinate someone. Okay, so this started in 1953, and the original goal of it, so this was like their way of they wanted to get answers out of people is like almost like mind control, but also like truth serum-y type of scenarios is what they were going for. But I know you guys, yeah, that's right. Trust and believe in the truth. But the thing that's crazy about this is how they went about it. So they like had a brothel, and this is run by the government. They had like a brothel. They went into like hospitals. They had all these other like legit projects that they had. They were like drugging kids. They were
I was
drugging
gonna say,
adults.
wasn't
They
one
were
of them
drugging
like one of the people like Jared had sent me a video when I was watching it, and this girl was like, I was a little unruly at home, so my parents sent me to like I forgot, was it the like, Allen State Memorial or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Canada and Montreal.
Yeah.
Well, so that was another thing. We can get into a bunch of these. So basically, this I have my little notes on the side. See me looking over it. It's inspired by Nazi and Japanese human experimentation during World War II. So you always know that's good. Okay, you know that's where they got quality ideas from. Is from the human experimentation in World War II.
What a load of gas.
Yeah, exactly. But so
Jared just caught that.
speaking of, okay, just a complete aside, but speaking of gas today, I had walking farts for like 25 feet at one point today. Like I walked like good, at least like a third of a football field with just a solitary fart just like going. And we're not talking like
One?
peeking out. We're talking like this was one fart. Like it was one like continuous fart.
Was it
But
loud?
I don't think it was loud, but this is the thing. It wasn't like eking out. Like it was a full-fledged, like a fully formed, like the
How
entirety
fast
of
are you
it.
walking?
Faster at first. Because you're like, and then it starts going, and then you just kind of like give into it. You're like,
You
this is
start to
happening.
realize that you're not actually shitting
Yeah.
your pants, so you're like,
Exactly. Well, because at first you're like, oh, what is this? What is happening? But yeah, so that was my life today. And it was like a good, probably third of a football field, I'll say. But it was, I had like a 39-second fart the other day. Okay, so anyway, this is not the fart episode. It was pretty insane. It was in front of my nephew, and I'm pretty sure like I just changed his entire worldview.
Was he walking behind you?
Oh no, this was the 39-second
Okay.
fart. We were just in the same room, and he just coexisted of it occurring. And the look on his face, there were so many different, because it was so long, the different looks on his face as it just continued, and it just never
As somebody who has been subjected to the Hugz farts, it's not a good time.
Can you imagine a
It's a great
39-second one, though?
Oh, dude, I ran that one time. Okay, like I would
That's true.
have leaped
You
off.
got punched in the penis to try to avoid one of my farts.
Not
That
to
is a true
avoid. I was
story.
somebody else was trying to avoid, and I was trying
That's
to make
true.
them
Block them in.
have to deal with what I dealt with. So I blocked the door, and yeah.
Well, speaking of drugging people against their will, so
Full circle.
we had the, what was that?
I said full circle.
Oh, yep, that's right. So it was the Allen Memorial Institute, and then so the other crazy thing is they did. It's weird to say the other crazy thing, other than just absolutely drugging the shit out of people. They also subjected them to electroshock therapy.
Was it
And
like
not-
45 times like stronger than like your average or something? It was some number crazy.
Well, that was the
number.
thing. That's what I'm saying. It's not only just electroshock therapy, but like we're gonna absolutely change your life level electroshock therapy. Like we're talking about the strongest stuff that you can do without like just murdering people.
Like the
They're
whole
Basically,
point
like-
was
erasing, they're erasing people's memories. Trying to
yeah,
erase
they were trying to like
their
wipe
memories
their
fully.
mind.
Yeah. So, and people, there's a lot of different conspiracies as to why they were doing this or if they are still doing this. But one of which was like they talked about this in that video as well as in a bunch of other conspiracy theories is the Manchurian Candidate. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie or whatever, but that's like the sleeper cell. That's what I was talking about. So they can make like perfect assassins. So they could essentially implant things into your mind via mind control through these processes. There's been like jokes about it in a lot of different.
Is that why like
too.
they were experimenting with like the LSD and the music and stuff?
Yeah, so they could like
Which
trigger.
turned around and sparked the fucking whole hippie movement. They're like, we like this.
Yeah, actually, that was pretty cool. Like, let's do some more
They're
of
like,
that.
you know what? It's not that bad, guys. Just fucking.
It's not.
Let's mix it up. But
so
yeah,
glad
so
you know
there were patients that they absolutely like fried their brain. They absolutely like ruined these people's lives. One of the people that they're saying may have been in MK Ultra is Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. So
know
that's
who that
one of the
is.
people they're saying because of like all the stuff that he went through, that they may have created the Unabomber. That's one of
So
the
he was
theories.
one of the people that went through that.
Well, that's a theory.
Okay.
Was he? Was
We
he
don't
not?
know
He was a
because,
Harvard student in the 50s.
I
So.
don't know who Ted
A lot.
Gorinsky is.
You know who the Unabomber is?
No.
You've never heard. Well, you are like 12 years old. I'm surprised though you don't know who the Unabomber is. That's like a big one. He was a dude who like so he went to Harvard. He's very extremely intelligent, and then kind of like ran off to go live in the woods and was like very anti-technology. And I think that's what he blew up. Right? Was like technology companies and stuff like that. Like people
Yeah.
related to
I never
technology.
heard that.
Big tech companies, yeah.
Yeah, you got to look into it. I don't have notes on that because I wasn't prepared to speak on the Unabomber, but I'm pretty sure that's what he did. But yeah, that was one of the big ones. I know another thing that they talk about is the like I said with Stranger Things, they have the what do they call it? Like psychic driving. Or like mind driving. That's another thing where like they can control your brain and then have you like do remote viewing and stuff like that. That was another big one. But I think that's with another project. So they like mix two different projects for that. Because I think
Because I know with like Stranger Things, they focused a lot on the sensory deprivation, which I believe is
Yeah.
also a part of this. Which is like, I couldn't imagine, bro. Oh my god. Just the thought of going through something like that just sounds terrifying.
I'm like, yes, okay, 100%. It's horrible. It's like, I'm here about to defend something. I'm like, yes, it's absolutely horrible. It's insanity. But I'm like, you know, what could they do? You ever see, like, Limitless?
Once, long time ago.
Limitless
Yeah.
is like they say, like, oh, you only use, like, 10% of your brain. There's, like, this drug you take and you, like, unlock 100% of your brain or whatever. And then, like, you can do, like... And I'm just thinking, like, what if through those type of experiments, like, they could do that? Like, they could unlock it. Although I think that's, like, one of those anecdotes that's not true, that you use 10% of your brain. I know everybody, like, says that. Like, that's, like, a thing. But I don't think that's actually, like, a scientific fact. I don't know
Could
what
be.
the
I don't. I think
facts are.
it is like a small portion, but I don't know about 10%.
Yeah. Well, I think some people use a smaller portion than others. I don't know. Speaking of using small portions, Jared, what is your opinion on this?
I love it, man. I really honestly do. Like, I'm sorry, but mind control is fantastic. I would love to see it be implemented in today's society. I think it still is. How do I say this without, like...
Getting
I'm just
canceled?
going to go with it. You can edit it out if this is too far. But, like, I think Donald Trump uses, like, signals and shit to, like, mind control his stupid maggots.
Okay. So there actually is some truth to this. Donald Trump speaks at, what was it? I again don't have this in my notes offhand, but it's like a 4th grade reading level or something. Like, he speaks at like a very lower level reading level.
Just like all the
And-
supporters. Doesn't surprise
Yeah,
me.
but they say that because it makes him more relatable. They say he does that so that way, like, the average Joe can relate to everything he says and he feels like more one of us type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas
Like,
a lot
he
of
seems like you
politicians,
could have a beer with him, as they said in Hamilton.
George W. Bush was the same way. George W. Bush talked at a very, you know, he was interesting in the words that he would come up with, and he spoke at I think a lower grade level as well. But they say that Trump uses that specifically in order to, you know, make that connection, and it is almost cult-like.
What's that? What's that called? Oh my god! Shut the fuck.
It's almost
up.
like
Was
social engineering. is
So
what it's
like, what's the phrase for when you change your vernacular to fit a certain group?
code switch.
Yeah, code switching. So wouldn't that be? Or I guess maybe that's just how he... I guess not, because if that's how he actually talks, then sure. But if not, wouldn't that be considered code switching?
He uses the words. He's got the best words.
And then...
And the hands with the words.
Jared, I want to hear your best Trump impression.
If you would have farted right there, that would have been the best.
Let's not do
And
it.
you'd
Let's
have
not
just-
do it. I was gonna say something.
okay.
I was gonna say something bad, but never mind.
Some other people have conspiracy theories that stuff like this is still happening, and we see it with
100%.
celebrities. So they say, like, Kanye, and how he had, like, his...
He was
Well,
fine for a minute.
Did you see the interview he did with academics where he's in an all black Klan suit?
No.
I'm
I
not
know
even
he's,
kidding,
like,
bro.
off the rails again now.
Like, he is 100% wearing a full on KKK outfit, but it's like all black, and he's just like...
The website or whatever he brought back was, like, a white tee with, like, a black swastika on it for a while. Like, that
Yeah,
was what
he
he brought
advertised
back.
that during the Super Bowl. They had him. He advertised to visit his website during the Super Bowl, and whenever you went to that website, it was that shirt.
That's all it was. Bro, okay. So, I've apologized for Kanye many a time on this podcast.
You have.
And I've tried to back up Kanye, okay? I love Kanye.
in the hospital for my outfit.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they would put me in the hospital for my outfit, so. I mean, what does that look like?
I mean, I don't back that. It is freedom of speech. He shouldn't be thrown in a hospital, but
I guess
also
that'd be
he
like
should be
freedom of
condemned or
expression,
whatever
right?
for it. Yeah. But, like,
I could not believe that. Like, how do you... Yeah, anyways.
Kanye, you make my life so difficult because I want to love you so much. I love the old Kanye. We want the old Kanye. It got worse, and then it got better. It did get. I thought we had the old Kanye back for a while because we thought he came back from being a lizard person, and like he wasn't wearing the mask anymore. He was like chilling. He was back around.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he's like doing this.
It's Kim
stuff
Kardashian's fault, man.
But
Kim
post
K said him
Kardashian, he got better.
Yeah,
and now he's
got
crazy
out of the
again.
Kardashian mind control stuff, and now he's back on it.
But how is it that post Kanye, Kim Kardashian is just flourishing, and Kanye is drowning?
Because Kim K's a hoe, man. That's
First
fine.
off, Bad Baby bodied all the Kardashians just by bodying Alabama Barker. Okay.
Bro, did you see that
All the
Alabama Barker
Kardashians
had
catch
Kourtney?
that.
Alabama Barker had Kourtney Kardashian in a video because like she's dating her dad or something, Travis Barker.
Yeah.
And so she got her in there, and they were talking about how it's like she's trying to be the cool stepmom. Like, yeah, I'm a part of this.
Well,
feel
and
like
like the other little kid or whatever was talking trash about Bad Baby too. His name's like Rain or something. I don't know. That's the drama you need to be talking about. That's what I want to watch. I want to watch all this Bad Baby Alabama Barker drama.
I watched a whole whiteboard breakdown that these two guys I follow on TikTok they did, and they did the whole beef with them too of how it started and all that.
That's all
It's
I
all
watch
work.
nowadays.
It's all work.
It could be.
If it is, it's smart.
It's very smart.
It's smart.
If they really aren't beef in the way they say they are, they just made themselves like the center of like rap beef, and it's two fucking white females.
One thing I do want to bring up is the whole MK Ultra stuff. Is in the video I watched, they said that they had a recording of it sounded like something about your mom hates you, your mom hates you, your mom hates you over and
Well,
over.
it's a way to
like,
break down your like subconscious, because they're just like breaking down those walls that you have of like who you think supports you or loves you. Like it takes all that away and kind of breaks you down.
And another individual that happened to, their family was talking about it. The wife of the guy said that he never was aggressive, never was violent, and then when he came back from the Allen State place, he like beat her and all this stuff.
PTSD, man. Like,
Well, that and just like who you were is like gone. Like this is gonna get way more existential, but like, what is a soul? What is you? What are you as a person? You know what I mean? Like, so when you're getting
he's a ginger.
when you're getting electroshocked like that, when you're getting drugged like that, like, are you literally becoming a new person? Like, are you being changed into something else?
Because you have no memory, so I feel like, that makes you a new person.
Because, like, even their personality changes. It's not even like you have, what do they call it? Amnesia? It's not even like that. It's like your entire, like, I don't know.
yeah.
What you are has changed. The other thing too, people were talking about for like celebrities. So like, you ever see, like, they'll show those glitches where like celebrities have those like where like their eyes do weird stuff, like Wendy Williams or Britney Spears, Katy Perry.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like all those, they say those are like MK Ultra things. So it's like, another big one that we're all a part of. Okay, is they say modern day MK Ultra is TikTok doom scrolling.
That's going away Saturday, apparently.
I don't
It'll
know.
be back.
It was supposed to go away last time, and it went away for all of like 4 hours or something.
It went away and came back so Donald Trump could take credit for it, but now he's going to ban it again since...
He says the deal will be signed before it goes away.
Yeah, but it's going to be terrible. It's going to change the entire algorithm. It's going to be trash.
I think the algorithm changed after the last ban. I feel it has never felt the same.
We talked about that too.
I think so too.
It has never
I think
felt the
Chuck
same.
done it, man, because ever since then I've got hardly any views.
Chuck Schumer?
No.
Freaking Chuck Schumer out here changing the algorithm.
Nah, Chuck McGill, bro.
Bro.
Better call
I don't
Saul.
know his name.
That's right.
I don't know his name.
I was going to say, gotta go Jimmy.
Gotta go James McGill, bro.
Okay. But yeah, so they're talking about TikTok being the modern day mind control because you're just like losing all of your like what you are. When you doom scroll, you're just kind of like droned out, you're in a trance, you're in a so maybe that's like the new what do they call religion is the opium of the masses, so maybe TikTok is the new drug.
LSD.
Yeah, like that's what's taking away our
I used to be.
That's
an
how I
addict.
feel when I go on YouTube Shorts. Like that's what I feel like.
same
I
thing.
doom scroll
It's doom
more.
scroll, yeah.
No, mine's
Like-
Instagram, bro. I see all these women. I'm just like, yes.
Jared be sending me something like, "Bro, you have to look at your DMs right now."
Oh my god.
He ain't never missed though.
Yeah, but you guys also have that heinous Instagram stuff. Like you have like the most horrible. Yeah.
I mean, should we open it up right now and see what's
No, no, no.
Let's not.
I sent something in there the other day that can't be shown on anything.
Okay.
I
So
cannot be canceled for what is not out in public.
Yeah.
jumping back into the pop culture stuff. So we have Stranger Things. So they have 11 from Stranger Things, which is literally that is actually based on this. That's not even like this
Yeah.
is like oh maybe this could be whatever. Like that's actually the basis for what they're talking about. Manchurian Candidate, which you guys said you haven't seen that movie, and you guys are the movie watchers, so you guys should watch that. But Manchurian Candidate, it's like an assassin thing. Have you guys seen The Bourne Identity?
Yeah, I have. Like one
I
of them.
can't remember. I saw the whole series like once, and it just
It's been a long time.
But it's
though.
about the dude. They made him lose all
Yeah.
his, memories of who he was or whatever, and like
Yeah.
replaced his, his memories with something else, and then like, he like jogged his memory back.
bro. I
or
swear to
whatever.
God, man. That stuff freaks me out. Okay, because like if you're slightly seeing this like a little bit with like the celebrities, imagine the average American Joe who's got no ties to society, no family, what they're doing with these people, bro.
They ain't doing nothing to me.
Keep an eye on your local homeless population, man.
Bro, well,
That's a
for
good way
real,
to
like
start,
that
though.
would be. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Well, nobody would know. Like he's making a real good
Yeah.
point. That's an actual good point. Like nobody would know. Most people wouldn't keep track of that. So like, that's why a lot of serial killers kill homeless people.
What if the you know how they're sending the deportees to Guantanamo Bay? What if they're doing a mind control thing there?
I don't know, but that's crazy.
I could see it.
I didn't
And
know they were sending him to Guantanamo.
I didn't either. I thought
I
that's
thought
been
we sent
closed.
terrorists to Guantanamo. I
Yeah.
don't know.
No, y'all didn't hear about that? Yeah.
No,
wow.
I haven't heard about this. That's crazy. Crispy, can you look that up?
Yeah, I got you.
The other person that I wanted to bring up was Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier is another one that's like
I don't know
MK
what
Ultra
that
based.
is.
You've never watched
Comics.
Captain America: Winter Soldier?
No. I don't like superhero movies really, unless it's like Deadpool, I suppose, or Blade. I fucks with
ABC
Blade.
News reported last week that 21 deported migrants had been sent to Guantanamo Bay aboard a civilian flight coordinated by ICE.
Yeah.
Why?
That was as of 3 days
But it's
ago.
only 21 out of all the people that they're deporting. So it's like, were they like, is this like MS-13 or something? Like, who are they deporting? Like,
It was 10.
did you guys hear about the dad that they deported by accident back to like
Yeah.
El Salvador or something?
Yeah,
That's pretty
so
wild, and they won't
crazy,
bring him
bro.
back. Like, there's like a bunch of problems with bringing him back, so they're
They
not
won't
bringing
bring
him back.
even though it was by. Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, like
Did
it was
y'all
by
hear about-
mistake.
I know this ain't really. This is off topic, but did y'all hear about the Signals app that happened? The people, like all them people throwing like weird signals into a group chat, and it being
Oh
leaked.
yeah, the Signal group chat. Yeah, I heard about that.
That's crazy, bro. Like just
Well, because they added the dude. They added
Mm-hmm.
like some guy from the Atlantic or something. They added some like journalist. That's kind of wild in itself.
yeah, that's
But like,
crazy.
I think because I know you're very anti-MAGA,
Very.
and the way I look at it, like I do feel like there's like a cultish vibe to that. Where it's like not necessarily like
100%.
MK Ultra where it's like mind control, but I definitely feel like there's like a cultish vibe. But I feel like anything that has like a following like that is almost like a cultish thing.
Do you
But I think you
remember?
brought up a good point, honestly, earlier in the video here. Like, if you actually test these MAGA supporters, I bet you they're probably working on maybe a 3rd to 4th grade level. You know what I mean? Like, I'd say 72% of them are, like, inbred probably and stuff like that.
Well, they do say like less college educated individuals vote Republican. What were you gonna say, Crispy?
I was gonna say, I feel like, so on the subject of MK Ultra, you know how like they could use music, they could use stuff like that, right? Do y'all not remember during
Chuck
his
feeds Harry
first
Potter
run?
eggshells.
Huh?
I said Chuck feeds Harry Potter raw eggshells.
No, during his first run, when he did that very, very like, he had those little cheerleaders making the song about him, like about how he's gonna make
yeah.
like
That was a creepy song.
it was so, oh my god, and they compared it to like the communist stuff in is the communist stuff like South Korea or some shit, or North Korea?
I was like, South Korea is the good one.
Not South Korea, North Korea. The Un.
All I know is the thing that always put me in a trance was, let me be clear. Obama with the, let me be clear. And he always had like the little, like he had a pen in his hand, but he'd always be like,
Yes.
Let
Oh
me
my
be
god, the hand that, and he'd point, and it's
Nope.
just, yeah.
but for some reason, that's what sticks with me is the, let me be clear.
Somebody's microwave went off. Maybe that's the new mind control.
Oh, snap. Crispy's about to assassinate a Hot Pocket.
He's frozen. There we go. He's back.
I've been. What?
No, you're fine. I
I'm
think it
up
was
with
just
my
on
son.
Jared's
Oh, it
side.
is right,
Jared's
okay.
potato froze a little bit. So those are most of the main things that I have to talk about with this. I'm trying to think. So other than that, what so we're talking about celebrities and stuff like that. Kanye I think would be the biggest example, but I was gonna say, who else would we pick? Who else would we say would be like one of the clearest examples of someone that's like a sleeper agent or something that's been like
I feel like
unleashed?
clearest example of a celebrity using it is Taylor Swift. Her power and influence within her music, bro, causes cult-like behavior.
Okay. I can see that. It doesn't
I'm
even have
telling
to
you
cause
right now.
cult-like behavior,
I'm
but that
telling you
makes
right
sense.
now, okay? Just like Trump got everybody to storm the Capitol, if fucking Taylor put out one tweet that everybody should do a certain thing, it's happening.
I wouldn't be doing it.
Except win the Super Bowl.
You wouldn't, Jared,
Sports
because you're
joke.
not, you're not a Swiftie.
Sports joke.
I'm a carpenter.
Oh, Sabrina? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm gonna say it now: Sabrina Carpenter over Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah. One. Never mind.
I would do that. I liked OG Taylor Swift.
I like Taylor when she rapped with T-Pain.
I like the old Taylor. I want the old Taylor.
You wanna know which celebrity I think is MK Ultra?
Who's that?
Robert Eggers,
Who is that?
the guy that made Nosferatu,
Oh my god.
and the person that
Why?
made Death of a Unicorn this past weekend, which I went and watched. Don't go watch that movie, guys. Wait till it's on streaming. It sucks.
I wanted you to love that movie because I wanted you to be super into unicorns. That's what I wanted.
Well, that's the only good parts was when the unicorns were killing people.
I was gonna say, okay, Jared, you wouldn't tell me earlier. Was there a unicorn's the horn kill? There had to have been, right?
Yeah, all kinds.
Okay, that's all. I just want to know. Did
I
did
just
one go
remember you wanting
one
one
go
up the
up
butt. Yeah.
No,
That
one
one
did
go
not
up-
go up the butt. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't a.
What a
con-
wasted opportunity. Writers of Death of a Unicorn or whatever, do better. Put it.
It wasn't really a comedy in that aspect.
My horn will pierce the sky.
Anus.
Crispy's a My Little
Pierce
Pony
the
fan, guys.
anus.
Chris loves
Bro,
My Little
I was
Pony.
making an Office reference, okay? Our Office fans will love and respect that.
Yes.
No,
at least
you
all
love
three
My
of
Little
them.
Are you
Pony,
calling
though.
me a brony?
Yeah. I
I'm
don't know what
curious.
that
Have you
means, but
watched
should.
any episodes of the My Little Pony?
Never seen an episode of My Little Pony.
I've
Are you
seen
sure
probably
about
about
that?
like 3 minutes of
Jared, because
total
of you,
content.
I'll probably start watching it. That's for sure.
I've heard it's good.
I'm
I've
a
heard it's
clock
actually like pretty decent. I don't
Your
know.
teeth?
I don't know. Do we have anybody else that we think?
Britney Spears, obviously.
Britney Spears is another one people mentioned. Britney
Amanda
Spears was
Bynes.
one that people mentioned. Amanda Bynes was one people mentioned.
Yeah.
Like, bro, Jeanette McCurdy. She's kind of
I don't know about that
maybe.
I don't know
No,
about
maybe
that
not.
one.
Maybe not. I
Katy
don't know.
Perry was one that I was thinking because she's had
I
some
can
of those
see
like
it.
glitches before.
Bella Thorne, I think, it
Oh.
could be one.
I could see Bella Thorne.
Okay.
Should be out of
I'm trying to think of who else.
Getting at like a kind of like a theme here. It's on like kids shows, like actors and stuff.
Think about it though. Wouldn't that be the best way to go about it though?
It
Is
would.
to get a whole group, get like the little Mickey's clubhouse of kids.
Damn.
I think so. I think it makes sense.
Antonio
And it's all
Brown, maybe.
female. It's all females.
Yeah.
You notice that because you don't see this from like a Justin Timberlake, who was he? Was he a child actor? No, it was one of the other.
He was a child star.
Yeah.
Or Justin Timberlake? Yeah, he was in Mickey Mouse Club. I was thinking
Was-
Justin
okay.
Bieber. Justin Timberlake, he was in Mickey Mouse Club.
I think just okay. You know what? Justin Bieber possibly because he's had
Yeah.
his for sure.
I just
Or
think
maybe
he
I was
got
wrong about girls.
ushered in a different way.
Did he expect that to happen?
We
We talk about the fact that when Justin Bieber was 13 years old, Diddy gave him a car and said when he turned 15 he was giving him a mansion. Like the signs were there, y'all. If Diddy, that's one I would say, bro.
Bro, I was watching WrestleMania 28 the other day for, and no, really, bro, I forgot this happened. Diddy popped up, bro. I popped.
I was at the Trump WrestleMania.
Really? Mania 23?
Oh, when it was Umaga versus
Yeah.
Lashley.
Yep.
Legend.
watched that
Because
one
that's
the
when I
other day,
met
too.
Lashley. Anyway, final question before we wrap this up. Would you join the MK Ultra program for $10 million?
Yes. Not a thought, yeah. 100%, yeah.
Well, you definitely probably wouldn't have a lot of thoughts because
Yeah, dude.
they'd
No,
be microwaved out of
I
your
think
brain.
it's different for me. I've got kids. I couldn't. Like, you're not paying me $10 million to wipe my memories of my kids.
But
Yeah,
then your
they're set for
kids get the
life.
$10 million. Yeah.
They're set for
But
life.
then I wouldn't know who they are.
They're rich, though.
But then they got $10 million.
If I'm getting my memory wiped, I would rather have it, but I would not do it. No, I wouldn't do it. $10 million. No.
Okay.
I'd look. You can't pay me enough.
What about $11 million?
No.
I would do it for like 1,000.
You seemed close. That's why I was like, he's like, I would do it for half a Baconator.
I just had a Baconator last night. It was actually really good.
Did you have a Baconator or the son of Baconator?
No, I had the.
Did you have the
I had
full,
I
the
had
Big
the
Daddy
triple Baconator.
That doesn't surprise me.
Jared, you cannot look like an overgrown. You look like the love child between an Oompa Loompa and Officer Farva, and you're gonna sit there and say that doesn't surprise you.
Yeah, but at least I have a soul.
Oh my god.
And you fucked it up. So, congrats. You're going to hell.
I'd fuck
I'm
myself.
floating amongst the.
Okay, if we could bang ourselves, would we? That's the question.
Yes,
Let us know in the comments. Would you bang yourself if you could?
I would.
Oh, I 100% would.
I would.
I have the prettiest eyes. Like,
I was once told I had a pretty ball sack. If that counts for anything.
Nice. Was it weird looking in the mirror while you said it? Or like,
clip,
All right.
Clip that.
so we're gonna end the
We're gonna
episode.
end on Jared's pretty ball sack.
I feel like there's no real coming back from that. So if someone got activated off that sentence, I don't know who that just
If
activated.
somebody dies tomorrow, if a famous person
Yeah.
dies tomorrow, we will know that Jared's pretty ball sack
Yeah.
just activated that
Just
person.
activated someone in the worst possible way. I would not do it for $10 million. Hopefully, in my lifetime, I could make $10 million otherwise. That's what I'm hoping for. It's what I'm holding out for. I don't really care. I just don't want to lose all my memories.
Yeah, but could you just imagine being able to experience everything again? 100% I'd do it.
Bro.
I'm too late in life to experience everything again, bro.
Did you just forget how much life sucks?
Yeah.
What do you mean experience?
You think I want to
everything
fucking relearn depression?
Yeah.
I do.
75% of life is just ass.
Yeah, but that 25%.
Yeah.
You're past that 25%, bud.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
forget about it.
All right, y'all. This has been an episode of Scaranoia. I hope y'all enjoyed our conversation about TNA's, Knockouts, Tag Team,
Marsha
MK
Slamovich,
Ultra.
baby.
And Jared's pretty ball sack.
Jared's pretty ball sack. Just something screams to me that it's not pretty. Nothing
I
about
just told
you
that
makes me
once.
think it's pretty.
Just told that one. So
I don't want to know. I was this close to being like, I'm curious, but I'm not at all. I don't want to see it.
This close
I don't
to
want
it.
it.
Let me see it.
No, I don't. Not at all. Not even. No, thank you.
Hit me
Okay.
up for it, guys. Hit my DMs.
Coming next, Jared's premium Snapchat. All right. Goodbye. See you next week.